Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Jarrad Martin, a certified functional medicine practitioner and a US trained chiropractor. So today we're diving into a topic that is crucial for anybody looking to boost their health, energy, and performance. We are talking about gut health and the anti-inflammatory diet. So if you've been dealing with irritable bowel syndrome, gut issues, leaky gut, or just feeling off, this one is for you. Do you have any of these symptoms or any of these sound familiar? Fatigue, chronic fatigue, joint pain, muscle aches, bloating, constipation, diarrhea, brain fog, headaches, mood swings, or even skin issues. If yes, then you might be suffering from something that I like to call sluggish system syndrome. This is where you just feel sluggish and off all the time. And the good news is, by making simple dietary changes, and yes, guys, it all comes down to what you're putting in your mouth, you can drastically improve how you feel. So stay tuned till the end because I'm going to reveal a special tool that can help you uncover hidden gut issues and transform your health, along with an exclusive offer that I really think you guys are going to love and it'll really make a difference in finally being able to apply these principles. Inflammation is your body's natural response to injury or infection. But when it becomes chronic, meaning that it lasts for weeks, months, sometimes years, it can really wreak havoc on your gut and your overall health. Hidden inflammation that's driven usually by our modern lifestyle is at the root cause of almost every known disease of aging. And big food companies have tried to convince us that a calorie is a calorie is a calorie. But we know better, right? I mean, imagine choosing between being made of Twinkies or grass-fed steak. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? I mean, which one's going to cause more inflammation? The Twinkie, right? So here's a not so well-known fact. Did you know that sugar and starch are the major drivers of inflammation? High fructose corn syrup, found in a lot of processed foods and especially sodas, is particularly harmful. Unfortunately, the average American consumes 152 pounds of sugar in the average year, and Aussies consume over 25 kilos of sugar per year. This contributes to that hidden inflammation. Another surprising fact is that 70% of your immune system resides in your gut. So chronic inflammation can weaken your immune response, making you more susceptible to infections and illnesses. So now let's talk about the anti-inflammatory diet. This diet focuses on reducing inflammation and promoting gut health with nutrient-dense, and I'm sorry, but yes, low-carb and animal-based foods. Now you can do this on a plant-based diet, but I really recommend that you get the animal. I'm talking about the beef, the lamb, deer meat, those kind of things. Something is magical about the animals that have multiple stomachs. They're called ruminant animals, and they seem to be the best at just not causing inflammation for the body. There's also, chicken and pork, they have one stomach, but they still can be good for you. We've been scared away from saturated fat and animal fats, but really they are good for us and we need those fats. Our brain is surrounded by fat. Our nerves are surrounded by fat. We need good fats to be able for our body to function well. So here's some of the top anti-inflammatory foods to include in your diet. So fatty fish like salmon, leafy greens like spinach, and then antioxidant-rich berries. And don't forget to take the healthy fats. Olive oil is a good oil, and then if you have to, like avocado oil is a good oil as well. But other than that, you want to get rid of all the other oils. You're better off using butter, ghee, things like that, or even you're better off using bacon fat than you are using some kind of other like canola oil or something like that. So it's like choosing between Coca-Cola and blueberries. I mean, you really want to get really good stuff. So you want to avoid processed sugars. You want to avoid grains and seed oils. Seed oils, again, these are going to be the ones, the canola, the rapeseed oil, the sunflower oil. What stinks is it's almost in everything, in every restaurant and almost in every food that you get in the middle of the grocery store, which we'll talk about. But they cause gut issues. Certain spices like turmeric and ginger are potent anti-inflammatory agents. And incorporating these in your diet can significantly reduce and help with inflammation. Another key point is the avoidance of inflammatory fats, refined oils, and trans fats. Trans fats are the ones that they're solid at room temperature when they're actually supposed to be liquid. So those are the things like margarine, and it all started with Crisco. If you remember Crisco, those are terrible, and we need to get those out of our diets. But they're, again, a lot of times they're found in processed foods, and they drive inflammation as well. So despite being deemed as safe, they're really not safe. And yeah, unfortunately, they're in a lot of grocery stores. If you're still a little confused, hang in there. I've got an app that will give you access to at the end where it will give you recipes and everything that you need to be able to do this diet. So now let's talk about two common gut issues. One is IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome, and the second one is called leaky gut, which you may or may not have heard of. But IBS affects millions of people, and it can cause symptoms like bloating, gas, diarrhea, and constipation. And let's be real, if you have IBS, you probably know where all the bathrooms are wherever you go. I mean, it's in the name. Your bowel is just very easily irritable. You eat something and it just causes so much confusion because that can throw you into where you got to run to the bathroom. Okay, leaky gut, or it's also called increased intestinal permeability. And it happens when the lining of your gut becomes damaged, allowing harmful things to get, like toxins, to get into your body when they shouldn't. Microbes, undigested food particles, and all that, they start leaking into your body through your digestive system and getting into your bloodstream. And that's what you don't want. Leaky gut can be caused by things like a poor diet, chronic stress, and also overuse of painkillers, the things that NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, those like ibuprofen and things like that, those as well as infections can actually cause this as well. And when these substances, these bad things leak into your bloodstream, they can actually trigger inflammation and immune system reactions, which leads to a variety of other things, including like fatigue and joint pain and food sensitivities. So think of leaky gut. It's kind of like having tiny holes in your garden hose. Okay, it's not good for keeping things inside and flowing through. It's like stuff's leaking out, but it's not leaking out of the hose. It's actually leaking into your body. So that's what we don't want. And interestingly enough, leaky gut actually goes hand in hand with IBS a lot of times. So many people who have IBS also have leaky gut, which can exacerbate their symptoms. That's why addressing gut health through an anti-inflammatory diet is so crucial. Let's talk about another major culprit of inflammation. It's ultra-processed foods, or UPFs. So UPFs are foods that have been significantly altered from their original form and contain ingredients like additives, preservatives, sweeteners, and artificial flavors. Now, if you're not reading food labels in the grocery store yet, you need to start looking at it. If you see a word and you don't understand what it is, just put it back on the shelf, okay? So these are foods, these UPFs are engineered to be hyper palatable, making them addictive, and they often lead to overeating. Okay, UPFs are everywhere in the middle aisles of the grocery store. They include things like sugar cereals, like sugary cereals, sodas, packaged snacks, processed meats, okay? Consuming these foods can lead to chronic inflammation, digestive issues, and a host of other health problems. Stay away from the stuff it's all the little cakes that you see in the little packages, the chips, all that stuff, hyper processed. They're designed for you to just eat it and keep eating and never get full. Or you feel a little full for a little bit, and then 30 minutes later, you're just hungry again, okay? That's what they're designed for. They just keep you eating. It's just not good. So again, to avoid UPFs, shop around the perimeter of the grocery store where you'll find fresh produce, fresh meats, and other whole foods. This is where real nutrient-dense foods live, and this is the ones that will support your gut health and reduce inflammation. So did you know that the health of your spine can also affect your digestion? Your spine houses the nerves that connect to your digestive system. If you have low back pain or even tightness, it could be irritating these nerves, leading to your digestive system and leading to digestive issues. Chiropractic adjustments and other forms of spinal manipulation can help alleviate this irritation, improving both your back pain, tightness, and your digestion. So if you're experiencing both low back pain, any kind of digestive issues, it might be worth looking into spine health as part of your overall wellness strategy. Okay, so here's a simple step-by-step plan to kickstart your anti-inflammatory diet, all right? So eliminate sugars and processed foods, all right? So reduce the intake of sugars, high fructose corn syrup, and processed grains, all right? Then you want to incorporate anti-inflammatory foods, so focus on fatty fish, leafy greens, berries, olive oil, and avocados, okay? Along with the fatty fish, you can also do things like the beef and the lamb that we talked about. And don't be afraid of the fat, you can leave that on, okay? Then you want to add anti-inflammatory spices. So turmeric is great. Ginger's another one, anti-inflammatory, and they're great. Avoid inflammatory fats. So stay away from those refined oils and trans fats. So these are going to be anything else other than you can do olive oil and avocado oil. Olive oil, really, you don't want to really cook with at high temperatures because it denatures. You want to use that more for salads. The avocado oil has a higher cooking temperature, so you can actually cook with that. But other than that, if you don't even want to use the oils, just get rid of them and do butter, ghee, which is essentially butter that can be cooked at a higher temperature. And there's even beef tallow, things like that, okay? So a sample plan would be, for the anti-inflammatory diet, would be like, say, breakfast, you're going to do spinach, avocado, and berry smoothie, all right? And then lunch, you could do a salmon salad with olive oil as a dressing, okay? And then dinner, you do like chicken with steamed vegetables, all right? You could do grilled chicken, but if you do a grilled chicken breast, just know that there's not a lot of fat in that, and you do want to do fats and good fats to be able to help with the inflammation. So if you want to throw some fat in there, some olive oil, some extra avocado or something like that, you can do that as well. Okay, so to make this even easier, I've developed a 30-day challenge available on my app, okay? So you can choose from different anti-inflammatory diet plans like paleo, like keto, like the Mediterranean diet, and even more than that, okay? But the app provides full access to recipes, has cooking instructions, daily motivation, all of that stuff to be able to keep you on track, okay? And I'm gonna combine that with an offer here in just a few minutes. Now, one of my favorite subjects, let's talk about a special tool that can help revolutionize your understanding of your gut health, and it is our comprehensive gut health analysis testing. Okay, this powerful tool, it provides an in-depth look at your gut's microbiome. It helps us identify hidden imbalances and infections that could be causing your symptoms, right? So with this analysis, we can help uncover the root causes of your digestive issues, identifying specific bacterial overgrowths and deficiencies. It helps uncover hidden pathogens and parasites. With this testing, we can give you a personalized recommendation for dietary and lifestyle changes that's going to be based on your unique health profile. Okay, so by understanding what's really going on inside of your gut, we can take a targeted action to heal and optimize your digestive health. All right, guys, so remember, this offer is just limited to the first 10 patients, so don't miss out on this opportunity to repair your gut instinct and transform your health, okay? So don't wait to feel better. Choose your bundle, and let's repair your gut instinct together. Call the office, reply to the email or newsletter, or comment and save your spot, okay? And please subscribe for more tips and become part of the community. See you next time.